Transformers reviews, tech and the news, whatever else I use as a muse. Hit subscribe, I appreciate the views. Influences interest on YouTube. What's going on, people? This is Influence, and I'm back with another review. And this is TE-03, which is Transform Element's take on Mirage. I'm not sure what they call them. Speedstar, I believe. I think it's on the box. Yeah, Speedstar. So, just showing them a little 360 view in the alt mode. So I will be starting out in alt mode and go from there. I will also compare him to MMC's version, I believe. Yeah, I will compare him to MMC Spinks in a bit. Once in robot mode, because he's in robot mode. I think I will do a comparison video of the two. Nothing super comprehensive, but just comparing, you know, just giving you a little overview of the two and how they stack up against each other. Surprisingly, there's things I like about this. I didn't think I would like this, but I think this is going to be my robot, even though I still love the MMC's version. And it is pretty, I think that mold is pretty old, so it's cool that it stacks up. It does stack up to this one. And I can say this alt mode, I like the other alt mode way better than this one. For some reason, it just looks sleeker and more like it's supposed to. And that's probably because of not trying to hide a lot of stuff in robot mode, which they do successfully as far as different things. And that may be why the vehicle mode suffers a little. I think it suffers a little. To me, it's too wide. To me, it's not as slick as it should be, as this car is. So first off, you see it rolls pretty well. You got some accessories that come with him. You have his head, a different head, which I'm not sure if it's the crest. We'll see. I'll see more when that when I transform him into robot mode, then you can see. I'm assuming, I didn't super look at this, but I'm assuming maybe this crest is different or these are different, because I think the face is the same. But then you have the other face, which I may put on, but I need a screwdriver and I can't find a little screwdriver. I don't want to strip that screw. So demonstration purposes, I won't be putting the face on, but this is the face, which is like a little kind of smile face, which is okay. And you have another set of eyes. I'm assuming it's for that face. They don't look no different. They're not clear and translucent as far as I can tell. They're just painted blue, such as these are painted blue. It's a little dark because of the visor. You got some, oh, that must have been some dust. I thought it was some flash. And you have this, which is the missile that goes into his shoulder cannon. And the shoulder cannon is built in, which is a cool thing. This little black piece isn't on there. It's actually on the shoulder cannon, but it comes off so easy that I just leave it on this part, because it just stays on this part. So I don't want to lose it, because it comes off the other part easily without the missile on there. And then you have this. I don't know if that comes to my first gripe. I don't know. There's no instructions with this. So this is the other accessory, which is the gun. It's just all one color. It looks good though. I like the sculpt. I like the sculpt of it. There's a hole up here that I don't know if that's what this is for, but it seems to fit in like this. It doesn't even really fit in. It's just like a groove. It just stays there. The engine kind of keeps it there. Everywhere else, I haven't really found a place for it. Here's the underbelly. There's no place to store it because everything's stuffed. It's pretty clean. There's the cannon. So yeah, we'll get to accessories as I move through the transformation. So then you have Unreal Image. Like I said, this is the box. It comes with no instructions. I don't know if that's the norm or if the instructions fell out, but there were none. yeah, so take that for what it is. I mean, this could serve as your instructions. Yeah, let's examine the car a little. The wheels spin. As you saw, there is some rubber wear right there on the tire. And that was like that as soon as I opened it up. And back here, kind of looks like it was spinning out. I only assume that it's from the wear and tear. Like when you fold it in, it does scrape against some things. So I don't know. That's factory. And the other big defect is this, which I will show more in robot mode, but you can see it a little here. It's like they didn't paint, which makes me assume, well, I'm assuming that this is painted, maybe painted plastic. I don't know, because the color is kind of vibrant. It's nice. This thing is painted nice. It doesn't have the sticker on. I put that on. It is quite naked without the sticker. But this moves like this. And that's pretty much it for the moving. You got some little details behind the steering wheel. There's like a speedometer or something, or tach. I don't know what it is. It's probably both. Yeah, and then you just have the wheels. That's pretty much it for the articulation of the car. So we can get into transformation. Now there's some parts of this transformation that I don't like as well. But there's a lot of good that I do like. So let's get into it. Try to get the legs done first. Always get these parts out the way that can get in the way and maybe damage something. So I just push this up. It's small. You got to lift it up and it's tight right there. So just get this out the way. I pull that down like that, and then you can get this out the way. Then you can move this up. So I just move it up, make sure it's down, because as you see, when you move it up, if it's up, it bumps up against that and it kind of makes it tight. Make sure it's down. Then just get that right like that. Other side, same way. Just fold this down a little bit. I'm pulling this out. It doesn't tab, but the tabs fit in between each other. See, there's the long tab and then there's the two tabs over here, and they kind of sandwich in between each other. Then we, again, make sure this is down some. Are you folding it up? Just leave it. Mainly, I'm just trying to get stuff out the way so I can tackle these legs. You don't want this yet. Well, you can leave it like that. Move these all the way up. They are there. Then move this. Not really move it. You can split everything. This splits right here. And all of this will probably split just by doing that. So then you have this. Pull this section out. It's on a little slider piece. And it slides all the way out. And then you slide this down. These pieces are kind of flimsy. So just be careful. But you want it slid down for the final. But it doesn't work. It doesn't matter if you do it right now or not. Then you want to try to get this out. All this is tight. So when you can pull this up too, just because. So when you're pulling this to bend this up, it's super tight. It's super tight. And this is where I believe, you know, maybe this rubbed on here, right here. Anyway, let's make sure I'm doing this. Yeah, I'm doing it right. It's gotta come out. That hinge right there, it bends up, but it's so tight. Like you don't wanna mess it up. There we go. And once you bend it, you can get this down like this and put that in there. So now you got that like it should be. Well, for now, I'll just leave it like that and get the other leg. Pull this out, pull this up. Pull this up a little like that. that little slider there, it should be down. I believe so, but we'll get there. Pull this out. Like I said, this is a little piece of plastic, so when you're moving on that slider, just, you don't even have to really move it right now, but I just do so I don't forget. Gotta try to get it out of the way of this. Bend this down a little. Then you can lift this up. I just lift it up to get it out the way. You can do the same over here. Just that one was a little easier. You see I bend it up, and it can get a little tricky, but you just gotta stay oriented. Then you bend this down, and you see it folds. This is metal too, or die cast. So pull that up. So now you're in this configuration. Now I try to get the waist, because you want the waist to spin around. And I don't know what step it's easier to do, because here you can, if you pull this, the waist, you want to unhook the waist for the waist bend. Waist bend is right there. There's a little thing that sticks like a peg underneath. So now you want to, because you can't move it, there you go. It's a little loose now. That right there is really tight. Once you have that bent, then you can move this waist like this, so you get it in the proper orientation. We'll stop it. Oh yeah, make sure that it's up a little bit. It'll get it'll hit on there. So now I just leave this like this. This is the front part. So you can now orient the legs how you need them. This is the back of the knee. So you want to orient this way. But then you want to start with this. So I move these out like this, orient the front of the leg so I know where I'm at. Then you can move this over. The peg there, that pegs in right there. If I can get it. It's kind of hard to see on camera. Yeah, let me move this out like that. And then you can see it better. All right, so it's pegged in there. Then you can move this in, because then it hides the wheel inside, and you move this like this down. Fills in all that. Then you have a peg there, or peg hole there, which is why you want to slide this down. Slide it down. This pegs into back there. And I believe there's a peg up here, right there, that pegs into this one. Maybe both. Yeah, these two, both of those. So you accordion it. Let me show it this side. Accordion it that way. And that's where the pegs should go in basically almost automatically. Yeah. Then you flip this down and peg it on top. The peg there goes into, there we go. Then you get this all oriented. Put the foot up. Put that down, move this to the back. Well, you can, this is on a slider. Slide that up like that and move it to the back. Then you can orient this how you need it. It's the heel spur. Then you have the foot. Then you have a leg done. You can push this skirt down. It's like part of the car. There's one leg done. So do the same thing over here. I know it's kind of tricky. Not even gonna worry about the leg right now. Just want to show this off. So you move the foot like that, get that wheel there, bend this in. Again, the peg right here, go in, goes in, move this down. This goes down, you can kind of tell because of how high it is, it won't fit. So then you accordion it in, fit in perfect, and you snap this. There we go. Move these feet out. So you can put it down like that and then move this back and slide it. Be careful, this is little plastic again. So then you can try to then orient it right. Again, this is the front. Then you can put it back into, right, try to get it back. If it doesn't go, sometimes it doesn't. I think, no, see, sometimes it doesn't, because it's hard, it doesn't click in there. So you might have to wait. There we go. Just be careful what you're pushing on, as usual. So yeah, here's the lower half. Now let's get this done. Now some of this can be tricky. Always do the small parts first, like what you can. You just bend that in. You want to get these arms out, because then you can start to move all of this once these arms are out of the cavity. What I do is, well, first, let me get these wheels. I just put them in just to get them out the way. This is the shoulder cannon, and it's a little spot for it. So you want to pull it out. This moves, it moves on multiple ways, but sometimes it's tricky. Like you see how that moves like that? It moves up and down on two arms. So going out isn't as tricky. So you just get that like that. It is, you got to get this around it. So it's like basically just get it around it as best as possible. Then you can move this out like this. And then you can try to move that down so you get some room. Then it goes out. Then you can just move this out like this just to get it out the way. Then you can work on these arms. Move this back like that just to get some room. Now these arms fold up in here, and you can either kind of pull them out. It's tight at the bicep swivel, but that's how you want to try to pull it out. Then you pull these up, and you see it kind of accordions. It's that joint right there. So then again over here, you want to try to swivel it on at the bicep and then pull it out. That one was easier. And then this, it's like up in there. It's hard because it's black plastic, but can't really see it. But you can just leave it like that for now. You can get it cleaned up later. Now you want these pieces, put these in the body, which is those pieces I moved first earlier. Put these in the body. Now you don't, this is kind of tricky too, because you can see that you put these in, but you don't want to put the tires in yet. What you want to do is work on this. So now you got this stuff out the way. You can kind of accordion this piece up, which first, I think, yeah, you need to do this first because it's already up. You have the accordion up when it's going. So do that first. You can move this up, move these pieces in. Guess it kind of keeps them where you want them. Yeah, you can fold them in all the way just to get them out the way. You just gotta move the waist. It helps with the waist swivel too in robot mode. It's not a super good waist swivel, but it does help when you Move these all the way. Gives it some clearance. Then these, that's interesting that they put Ford on there. They could get sued. Sorry for bringing attention to it, but I'm sure I'm not the first. So that's y'all fault for putting it on there if you do get sued. Then you can swivel this down a little. It's on like a bar. You can kind of see that bar in there. I probably should have showed it. It's like a, see how slightly it goes down and kind of compacts. It gives it just enough space and room to maneuver all of this stuff. Then you have his head. Now you can start to pull this down a little. Now, once you pull this down, then you want to move this all the way up. So it's out the way of the arm. Then you can move the arm all the way up and leave it like that for now. Then this pushes down, but you want it pushed up in robot mode. You only push it up once you get this out the way. So then you push it all the way up. You see that slider? And now you can move these all the way in the home stretch. It goes down like that. This goes up. Then you move this down to where it should be. It is tight right here, but it's kind of supposed to be tight because it sits in that little cavity. And you can move this where you need it. Well, for now, just move the head. Spin the head around. Trying to go too fast. Spin this around. You actually can have it like this or however you want it. Almost there. Got the hands, the transformation that never quits, never stops, never goes away. Always, except for a few unique. Then you can, I guess, move this like this if you like, or however you want. Then you complete the look. Put the missile in. Like I said, this part goes in here normally, but it comes off easy. So there's a notch on this part and you have to put it in the notch. There's a notch here. So just for sake, I will put that. And you can just find it by moving it around. Now this, it doesn't really shoot, but it helps to get the missile out. And that's what I was talking about, how this fits on there, but it always comes off. So, and again, this is just tensioned. It's not shooting, but it kind of feels like if you pushed it hard enough, it might shoot. I don't know. Never tried it. Little 360. And I think he looks great. And surprisingly, I am loving the way the figure looks. Has its issues, has some issues, I should say. But yeah, I'm liking how the figure looks. But yeah, I think the figure looks pretty great. It looks pretty on point. It looks better than I thought it would. And I always say straight cartoon accuracy is in the eye of the beholder, really. Some things I don't like extremely cartoon accurate. Some things I do like cartoon accurate. This was something that I didn't think I would like, but I would like to bring in MMC's version and compare them. So, like I said, I think I'm going to do a comparison video. So I don't want to get too in depth, but you can definitely see the differences in aesthetics. Like where this is kind of like real world. It has the engine on the knees. It has these as the feet. It's kind of real world Transformer-ish. This has minimalist feet. Like it's not the spoilers. It's real feet. It looks like the cartoon. He has his knee pads, his regular knee pads. Legs are really clean. These aren't. I mean, the guns are a little different. I'm gonna get into all that. This has a removable shoulder cannon. This has a shoulder cannon that's always there, always on point. Yeah, you can definitely see they're basically the same size. So if you have him, he'll fit in perfect if you like the aesthetic better. If not, I see arguments for both. So, I mean, I don't think you can go wrong. Now, I know this guy had some issues when he first came out, and that maybe, I'm going to talk about that a little bit. His leg was on wrong, and he had one leg that was longer than the other, so you couldn't transform him. This was the first batch. I got this, I just recently got this, so it must have been a second batch. But it makes me believe maybe that's why they forgot to paint this, or maybe they broke it while they were fixing it and they had to put a regular plastic piece on out the same mold and didn't have time to paint it. But you can see that this is the biggest, you know, I'm kind of like, I'm not really, and some of this stuff does fall apart as you're maneuvering it. So not fall apart, but come undone. But that's not as big as this. Like, I'm not really a stickler for things. I can say I let a lot of stuff go, probably a lot more than most people when it comes to these figures. But this makes me, because you can see it, like it's an eyesore. And some people may be saying it's not that big a deal because it's inside the leg, and maybe that's what they thought. But it is, it's an eyesore. The other thing is, I see they could have covered up that pin because they did it over here. I guess they were rushing, so unless that's not pinned correctly, but it doesn't seem to fall out and it's tight. So I assume it's the same pin, but they just have it showing here and not over here. But that's probably one of my biggest gripes. Now his stuff, everything stays on him well. I can't say that for MMCs. His gun stays on him well. I will show some articulation. I already showed his gun. This stays on well. This can articulate. Let me just go through articulation. This can articulate all the way around, up, down. I believe you can have it in a certain way. Yeah, you can have it like this if you don't. I think that's great. Like, that's dope, because he probably won't walk around with the weapon all the time on his shoulder. I mean, he did in a cartoon, but realistically speaking, maybe he's going there, being diplomats or something. They might be going somewhere. Having a missile on your shoulder wouldn't be a good move. So just saying, you can do what you want. But yeah, you can move that all those ways. His head goes up pretty far, but it does kind of mess up. It looks crazy with the neck. Goes down pretty far. Spins all the way around. And you get, it's a ball joint, so, and you get some side to side movement. This moves whichever way you want it. You up, down. I kind of go between having it like that and having it like this. His arm, this does get in the way, so you want to move that up. I thought you could do it, but again, you can get that out the way. His waist isn't, that's a gripe. At least I haven't seen. Maybe this is this. Let me see. This might be since there's no instructions, I don't know. I don't think so. I don't want to break anything. That might just be a filler piece. But it looks like looks like his waist, he has a little indentation in his waist, but that may be for the ab crunch. Because for now, his waist doesn't clip in anywhere. I don't see it clipping in anywhere. So that kind of isn't that great, because when you're maneuvering it, the waist comes out. The arms are on the waist, but when you're maneuvering the figure, you always do this. I find myself always pushing it. But he has double jointed elbows, of course, for transformation. And the sculpt isn't the greatest, but it's not bad. spin around all the way. You can open his hands. He got 3 fingers that's on one. He has like kind of like the grabby hands, kung fu grip kind of. His trigger finger does move, and his thumb, which I don't know if I ever seen before, has a screw, so it moves up and down, but it doesn't move any other. Okay, come on. Doesn't move any other kind of way. It's just up and down. So you can move it up. That's what I've been doing. Get the hand as a whole. Get it in there. Then move the thumb down and go around the gun. So you can do that. His waist, I talked about earlier. He has a waist swivel, but you can see it gets not too much. Like you can fake it with the legs. You can make it look like it, kind of. You know, you can make it seem like it's a big waist swivel, but it's not. You get the ab crunch that is super tight. I showed it earlier. There we go. It's getting, oh no, that ain't even a crunch. You can just get it, is it? Oh wait, yeah, that is a crunch. What am I talking about? It looks weird because it's not. Wait, is it? Did that come off? No, yeah, that's the crunch. Just looks weird. I never seen it. I never realized his skirts went up like that. So yeah, his skirts do go up like that. So you get the ab crunch. Wait, is that the ab crunch or not? I can't tell. I never realized that. I think it's not. This stuff right here. This is in the back too. This, it's like nowhere to, I guess you can move, maybe you can, no, you can't really squeeze that. So this doesn't peg anywhere. It's a few things that don't peg anywhere. Yeah, I don't think this is the crunch. I think they have like a kind of swivel. Yeah, maybe this is the ab crunch, or it's supposed to be the ab crunch. So it's not so broken up. But then you have the other, I think, waist. Yeah, so maybe you got a double. It looks like it's purposeful. So yeah, I didn't know that. You can see that right there, like the skirts. And maybe that's so you can get the legs. If that's true, that's pretty cool, because the legs are see, if you push on this stuff right here, it'll just come undone. So let me try to, okay, that's the regular one. Now this is with the skirts. So then we move the legs. Yeah, the legs go back farther when you have the skirts like that. So maybe that's why. So you get all the way forward and kind of back, but he's leaning forward because you gotta move that skirt piece. And then over on the sides, move this out a little bit just to get out the way. He gets all the way, and it's tension and it's tight. So yeah, that's cool. You get the double jointed legs all the way up. He has a swivel in the thigh at the top. You can get toe tilt, pretty good one. The tire is in the way, and then you get no real up. You get a little bit, some, but then you get a giant rocker, and this is independent, so you can move it down or up, whichever way you need it. In order to down and up is independent, I should say, in order to get it how you want it or how you need it to stay. Like say he's in like this, you would, I don't know if you saw that down bottom, but you would push it down and it kind of like supports him. And then you could get it up again to support a little different pose. Yeah, so that's cool. I didn't notice that extra hinge is right here for his kind of waist built in, I guess. So yeah, that's about it for him. If you enjoyed this review, please give me a like, subscribe, and share. I would really appreciate a subscription. And I thank you for watching this video. I'm gonna do probably in a few days. I'm going to do a comparison video just to see what's happening with the two and see where you are with it. All right, this is Inflewence. Again, thank you for watching, and I'm out.
Ain't over, life ain't over, life ain't over, life ain't over. As long as you're alive, you can give another try and take it real high if you want.